Bite your tongue and bear the brunt. A little uniforms on a perfect row, learning exactly where we're supposed to go. Trace the letters, color inside the lines, memorize the manufacturer's designs. Don't ask questions, just repeat the spell, waiting for the ringing of the incubator bell. We're building good posture for the assembly line, bending the spine until the spine is perfectly fine. A little bit of discipline to kill the spark, and getting us ready to work in the dark. Ring the bell, welcome to the kindergarten carousel. They're shaping the plastic, they're molding the clay to build a better battery for the modern day. Punch the clock before you even know your name. A pristine little pawn in a zero-sum game. Gold star sticker on a behavioral chart. Surgical removal of the beating heart. Learn to raise your hand if you want to speak. Learn to be agreeable, learn to be meek. They say it's education, but it's quality control. A mass-produced sequence for a mass-produced soul. We're building good posture for the assembly line, bending the spine until the spine is perfectly fine. A little bit of discipline to kill the spark, getting us ready to work in the dark. Ring the bell, welcome to the kindergarten carousel. They're shaping the plastic, they're molding the clay to build a better battery for the modern day. Punch the clock before you even know your name. A pristine little pawn in a zero-sum. Sit up straight. Keep your hands to yourself. Prepare for the shelf. The front, bite your tongue and bear the brunt. Little uniforms in a perfect row, learning exactly where we're supposed to go. Trace the letters, color inside the lines, memorize the manufacturer's designs. Don't ask questions, just repeat the spell, waiting for the ringing of the incubator bell. We're building good posture for the assembly line, bending the spine until the spine is perfectly fine. A little bit of discipline to kill the spark, getting us ready to work in the dark. Single file and face the front. 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 Single file and single file and single file. Single file and face the front. Keep your head down, polish the brass, smile at the VIPs behind the glass. Clock in early, leave a little late, swallow the bait on the silver plate. They draw a ladder on a concrete wall and place their bets on how hard you fall. Scrubbing the floor till till your knuckles bleed for a luxury life you will never lead. Just one more promotion, just a drop in the ocean. Spinning the wheel in a panic attack with the weight of the pyramid breaking your back. Oh, the meritocracy myth, a beautiful ghost that we're living with. They hand you a shovel and call it a crown, telling you to dig while you're already down. Yeah, born on the summit, they preach to the base, a rigged little sprint in a marathon race. Nepotism, baby, in a tailor-made suit, eating the absolute best of the fruit. He tells you the secret is waking at 5, while daddy's connection is keeping him alive. You hustle and grind till you're out of your mind, but you're 55 miles in a lifetime behind. Just one micro emotion, just a drop in the ocean. Spinning the wheel in a panic attack with the weight of the pyramid breaking your back. Oh, the meritocracy myth, a beautiful ghost that we're living with. They hand you a shovel and call it a crown, telling you to dig while you're already down. Yeah, born on the summit, they preach to the base, a rigged little sprint in a marathon race. Yourself up by your bootstraps, honey. But they own the boots and they own the money. Throw the tassel in the air, flash a smile for the camera glare, shake the hand and take the scroll, sign away your future soul. Black robes flowing in the breeze, falling gently to your knees. A piece of paper framed in gold, a million hours bought and sold. The signature is drying fast. The illusion was never meant to last. Decimal points begin to breed, planting the financial seed. Invisible ink on the binding page. Welcome to the gilded cage. You bought a ticket to the running wheel. Now you're paying for the way you feel. 30 years of bleeding out the debt. A beautiful trap you will never forget. Yeah, a beautiful trap you will never forget. Welcome to the educated class. Pay rent paint on the broken glass. Calculate the interest rate. It's your miserable modern fate. The numbers climbing up the screen, powering the great machine. You traded tomorrow for a cap and gown. Now the heavy chains pulling you down. The signature is drying fast. The illusion was never meant to last. Decimal points begin to breed, planting the financial seed. Invisible ink on a binding page. Welcome to the gilded cage. You bought a ticket to the running wheel. Now you're paying for the way you feel. Body is a bleeding out the debt. A beautiful trap you will never forget. Yeah, beautiful trap you will never forget. Sign here and here. Initial at the bottom. We own you now. Sight, I sight, a sight, sight, I sight, a sight, sight, I sight, a sight. Sight the plastic, tap the screen, feed the belly of the great machine. Add to cart and check it out. Erase the panic, erase the doubt. Cardboard boxes at the door, pile them up upon the floor. Empty pockets, shiny things. Look at all the joy it brings. Give me the heat, give me the steak. Buy the aesthetic that I really like. Numbing the pain of a 9 to 5. Just a little something and it feels alive. Best state endorphins in the shipping crate. Delivered right to the prison gate. I do a second eye for a month of sweat. Another little charge on the running debt. Yeah, buy the illusion and swallow the pill. I keep on walking on the treadmill. Look at the packaging, sleek and bright. Going in the artificial light. It's gonna fix a hole in the chest. It's gonna put the anxiety to rest until tomorrow when the feeling fades. Back to the factory, back to the blade. Gotta make the money to buy the cure to fix this sickness you can't endure. Give me the hit, give me the spike. Buy the aesthetic that I really like. Numbing the pain of a 9 to 5. Just a little something to feel alive. Press it in orphans in a shipping crate. Delivered right to the prison gate. So a second eye for a month of sweat. Another little charge on the running debt. Yeah, buy the illusion and swallow the pill. Keep on walking on the treadmill. Swipe, smile, sick. Flick, swipe, smile, sick. Flick, swipe, smile, sick. Tap the screen, feed the belly of the great machine. Add to cart and check it out. Erase the panic, erase the doubt. Cardboard boxes at the door, pile there up above the floor. Empty pockets, shiny face, look at all the joy it brings. Give me the hit, and I give me the spike. Find the aesthetic that I really like. Numbing the pain of the night to find just a little something to feel alive. Rest, take endorphins in a shit being great. Delivered right to the prison gate. A 2-second high for a month of sweat. Another little charge on the running jet. Yeah, like the illusion, swallow the pill. Keep on walking on the treadmill. Swipe the clock, swipe, swipe. Swipe the plastic. Swipe the plastic. Swipe the plastic. Swipe the plastic. Swipe the classic. Dilated pupils in the neon light. A biological imperative tonight. Pheromones are floating in the atmosphere. Whispering the script into your open ear. You think it's destiny, you think it's fate, but it's just the DNA demanding you to make a clever little trick to make you settle down and tie your heavy anchor to this factory town. Mix the potion in the blood. Open up the chemical flood. A solitary walker is a flight risk, honey. So fall in love and spend the money. It's a chemical romance, a beauty crying, a fuzz, reproductive oxytocin, inviting you to tell the machine, the most seductive prison that you've ever seen. Yeah, build a little nest and lock the heavy door. They need you making bodies for the factory floor. Staring in the eyes of your designated mate, signing on the line for a demographic rape. You buy the diamond ring, you buy the white dress to cover up the panic of the emptiness. A simulated soulmate to keep you in the pen until the whole cycle starts over again. Mix the potion in the blood. Open up the chemical flood. A solitary worker is a flight risk, honey. So fall in love and spend the money. It's a chemical romance, a beautifully choreographed reproductive oxytocin, inviting you to do the machine, the most seductive prison that you've ever seen. Yeah, build a little nest and lock the heavy door. They need you making bodies for his manicured lawn, waking up before the dawn. Sign the paper, take the key. 30 years of guarantee. Smile with a photo on a heavy oak door. You're not a free radical anymore. Got a piece of the earth, got a title deed, got a monstrous appetite you have to feed. Tying the knot in a silken thread, a beautiful roof right over your head. Locking the jaw on the golden baits, signing your name to the fixed rate fate. Of keeping in line and paying the toll for the grand design. Swallow your pride when the manager shouts. You can't afford any reckless doubts. Polishing the granite, mowing the grass, watching the best of your decades pass. You wanted to cancel, you wanted an estate. Now you're just a number on a spreadsheet plate. Terrified to jump, terrified to fall. Pinned like a butterfly onto the wall. Tying the knot on a silken thread, and a beautiful roof right over your head. Locking the jaw on the golden vase, signing your name with a fixed green fade up. A velvet guillotine comes down. The proudest prisoner in the town. You bought a cage with a garden view. Now the corporation owns you too. Yeah, 30 years of keeping in line, paying the toll for the grand design. Don't quit, don't speak, don't run, don't sleep. Keep the grass green, keep the slate clean. Picket fences, manicured lawn, waking up before the dawn. Sign the paper, take the key. 30 years of guarantee. Smile for the photo by the heavy oak door. You're not a free radical anymore. Got a piece of the earth, got a title deed, got a monstrous appetite you have to feed. Tying the knot in a silken thread, a beautiful roof right over your head. Locking the jaw on the golden bait, signing your name to the fixed rate fate. The velvet guillotine comes down. The proudest prisoner in the town. You bought a cage with a garden view. Now the corporation owns you too. Yeah, 30 years of keeping in line, paying the toll for the grand design. Don't quit, don't speak, don't run, don't sleep. Keep the grass green, keep the slate clean. windows, 10 little toes, a fresh little recruit in the pristine clothes, swaddled in cotton, sterile and white, a brand new battery for the neon light. Looking through the glass at the nursery row, watching the human resources grow, a perfect little blank, a flawless slate, ready to carry the corporate weight. Sing a little song to the demographic curve, building up the muscle they eventually serve. Calculate the cost of the feeding and the care, breathing in the heavy industrial air. Breeding the replacement for the assembly line, a biological triumph by a corporate design. You think it is a miracle, a gift from above. They see a little work, a port of chemical love. Yeah, rockabye baby on the factory floor. They're already plotting out your permanent war. Cut the umbilical, sign the receipt. Another little cog for the miserable street. Teach them how to walk, teach them how to wait. Prepare the little lamb for the minimum wage. Put a plastic toy in the tiny little hand. Teach them how to buy in the promised land. A generational echo, a perfect repeat. Keeping the magnificent engine complete. Sing a little song to the demographic curve, building up the muscle they eventually serve. Calculate the cost from the seeding and the care, breathing in the heavy industrial air. Breeding the replacements for the assembly line, a biological triumph by a corporate design. You think it is a miracle, a gift from above. They see a little work, a born of chemical love. Yeah, rockabye baby on the factory floor. resistance for a layer of rust. Enter data, process file, hold the posture, fake the smile, ignore the pain behind the eyes, accept the comfortable life. So precious hours pass. Turn the music up so loud, lose your body in the crowd. Got 48 hours to burn before the heavy wheels return. So swipe the card and ride around. Drive the panic on your ground. Swallow the pill, chasing the thrill, paying the tab, paying the bill. Temporary smile on your face. It's the weekend, sedative. The only you really know how to live. A little anesthetic for the working class, kissing the bottom of an empty glass. Yeah, burn up the money and forget your name before they pull you back into the game. Sunday evening creeping in, washing off the sticky sin. Then your lights are going dark, a lonely dog in a concrete park. Set the alarm for 6 a.m., getting ready to pretend. Hey, here's a souvenir to remind you exactly why you're here. Swallow the pill, chasing the thrill, paying the tab, paying the bill. Beautiful blur, a chemical grace, putting a temporary smile on your face. It's the weekend, set it up, the only way you really know how to live. deductible, pay the fee. Staring at the ceiling in the waiting room, listening to the hum of the sonic boom. The cartilage is gone, the vision is blurred. Swallow the diagnosis without a word. You gave them the muscle, you gave them the spine. Now you're paying the toll at the end of the line. Angels are the plastic, sign the receipt. Keep the obsolete engine on its feet. A chemical patch for the wear and the tear. Buying a little more time in the chair. It's the maintenance of the great machine. Keeping the gears and the pistons clean. You worked for the money to pay for the bed. To fix the damage that the factory did. Yeah, plug the leak and tighten the screw. Because the corporation isn't finished with you. Rattling pills in an amber cup, trying to keep the vital numbers up. The surgical steel replacement part to carry the weight of a heavy heart. You thought you were saving to finally rest, but they're billing you now for the ultimate test. Recycling the wealth right back to the top, making sure that the engine doesn't stop. Hand over the plastic sign the receipt. Keep the obsolete engine on its feet. A chemical catch for the wear and the tear. Buying a little more time in the chair. It's the maintenance of the great machine. Keeping the gears and the pistons clean. You worked for the money to pay for the bed. To fix the damage that the factory did. Yeah, plug the leak and tighten the screw. Because the corporation isn't finished with you. Lubricate the joint. Replace the lens. Increase the dosage. Extend the lease. and trap on curve. Maxima explodes to the brand new bride, sending the dove right into the flight, handing the heavy, invisible chain to a beautiful boy in the acid rain. Yeah, carry the weight that I couldn't bear, breathing the exact same toxic air. Be a good boy. Listen to the teacher. Make me proud. Be a crowd. Pack the photos in the box. Listen to the ticking clocks. Shake the hand and fake the tear. End of the fiscal year. They hand you a plastic gold watch, a minor adjustment, a minor botch. Clear the desk and wipe the screen. Make it look like you've never been. The gears are turning just the same. They already forgot your name. A newer model takes the seat. The ergonomic loop complete. You reach the expiration date. A piece of scrap upon the plate. The juice is squeezed, the rind is dry. They don't even look you in the eye. 30 years of breaking the bone, just to die in a house completely alone. Sitting in the quiet living room, waiting in the artificial gloom. The television talks to the wall. No one is ever gonna call. You pay the debt, you paid the price. A perfectly executed sacrifice. Your replacement is learning the trade, is standing in the exact same shadow you made. The gears are turning just the same. They already forgot your name. The newer model takes the seat. The ergonomic loop complete. You reach the expiration date. A piece of scrap upon the plate. The juice is squeezed, the rind is dry. They don't even look you in the eye. 30 years of breaking the bone, just to die in a house completely alone. Thank you for your service. photos in the box. Pack the 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 photos in the box.